Are we going? Oh, we're live. All right. Yay. How's everybody doing? I forgot how we start the show. Hello. Hang Out on Air is now live. I am Christiana Ellis, the Dungeon Master, and this is So Many Levels. Ta-dum.
That's usually how you start.
Pretty close anyway. Tonight we're going to play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Yay!
All right. Our players are Chooch Schubert as Ottercree.
Hello, hello.
Jared Axelrod as Mugen the Magnificent.
Hello.
Mark Kilfoyle as Alaric Copperbeard.
Good evening.
Starla Hutchton as Nirakina Ethu.
Greetings and salutations.
And Vivid Muse as Amethyst.
Hi.
All right, so we last left you guys as you crossed the threshold of level 6. Got some new cool toys to play with.
So many levels.
But you also did some other stuff. Who wants to recap it? Everybody volunteer at once.
I'm trying to let other people do it. So.
Starla might be the best to recap since didn't a lot of things happen to her?
Yeah, I did a lot of things. Or Nira did a lot of things. Nira got a shiny new toy. But first we went down to the very lower levels of the mine. Was it the lowest level?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was technically a level below the lowest level of the mine.
Okay. Anyway. So we're down in the bottom.
So many levels.
So many levels.
Oh.
But we are down in the bottom, and we had two directions that we could have gone. One towards this thing with the creatures. We're not really sure what's going on with that. But we actually ultimately decided to go towards the wind. And we got sucked into a weird gravity thing and plodded on through soul-crushing winds for many, many hours, dragging some of our companions along. And at one point, we were in some really super scathing winds, and a shiny came blowing down the tunnel, and I snagged it. And eventually we came to a larger chamber with a whole bunch of tunnel offshoots, because all that there was just tunnels and wind, and we were on a different plane of existence. But Rushama saved us by doing a bit of meditation. Nira tapped into the wisdom of Rushama and found their way to the fissure that we were all looking for, which is where the wind was originating. There were a couple of undead dwarves. And working together as a team, we went through the fissure, back out the other side. Archie smacked his hand against the fissure and closed it, and yay, we won. Did I miss anything about it?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
We skipped some of the role play stuff at the beginning, but that's okay. We had some discussion, some soul searching talk between Alaric and Mugen. Talked a little bit about their history together before the Heroes of Legend.
Oh, that's right, because we were just coming off of defeating the big steam golem last time.
Right.
You also failed to satisfy the furnace spirit's desire for you to fix the steam golem right now. But other than that, yeah, you covered the broad strokes. So here we are. You guys have now just closed another fissure. You're sitting back in this tunnel, slightly the worse for wear, feeling a little exhausted, but satisfied that you have just done part of your job. Or, the job that you've assigned yourself.
We do the hard things because no one else can.
Go team, go. Good job. GG, guys. GG.
Yeah.
Good hustle. Good
Yeah.
hustle.
But yeah, we made level 6, so we all have new little things, new spell slots, and higher hit points, and we have another hit dice now, right? It's like 68.
Yes.
Yes.
For when you guys ever use those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could use one right now if you wanted. If you could take
Yeah,
a
we
short
could
rest.
do
It's
a short
only an hour
rest.
instead of a whole night's sleep. But we don't end up with you guys usually getting more than one encounter per day. So,
Yeah.
hmm
but yes, that's what hit dice are for. You do have more of those.
So, how are people on? Well, I should say, Amethyst. How are you on spell slots? Because I only used one.
I used all my level 3 and one of my. So, do we unlock our new spell slots and stuff when we do our next long rest? Right. That's how we've done it in the
Yeah.
past.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, I've
Well,
used.
yeah, I'll say you have one more level 3 because
Oh,
you gained one level 3. So I'll say you have that one.
Awesome. So I've got 4 level 1s available and no level 2s, which is where my heals are level 1 though, so that's not critical. And then I have 2 level 3s, so I'm okay. My hit points are only 7 down.
Because likely we'd be seeing some action going into the next thing. So
Oh,
that's,
for sure.
yeah. So that's my main concern. I don't think anybody is super hurt. They might have to shake off the effects of being exhausted, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we could just do a long rest. It's not like it really takes any time in our little span right here.
Or although I'll go
Fire
go
spirit.
ahead and say from a DM, the gods of this realm are going to discourage you from metagaming in that way.
Okay.
Now that
Alright.
said, if you as characters feel that it's important to get a full night's rest before pursuing the other fisher, you can do that knowing that a full 8 hours will pass in the real world for you.
Yeah.
Well, shall we discuss in character how everyone is feeling right now? Do we want to push forward, or do we want to?
Andrea raises her hand and says, "I wouldn't mind a rest. That was intense."
Exhausting.
Well, maybe it was intense for you, but not for the heroes of legend. Am I right?
That's
I'm
right.
ready to
Hogan.
keep going.
Yeah.
It was
Yep.
definitely intense for me. I mean, I don't want to. I feel like we're actually being a little bit more glib about it than I'm not sure I'm. Do you guys do that all the time? It was really
Yeah.
scary.
More or
Yeah.
less.
Stuff like that, yeah. It tends to happen.
Wow. Whew. Boy, I'm just coming to terms with it. But yes, I'm with you guys. I'm still with you.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm exhausted too.
Well,
Does a little.
I just realized that I can't cast dark vision anymore. That's a level 2 spell, so that plays into it.
I
Andrea
think
won't
you
be able
did
to
use
see.
you used your last slot. I think giving it back to her that time or no? Okay, no, you're right. She was in the dark as you guys finished up that last bit,
Yeah.
so she's definitely
Blinded.
She's unable to see at the moment.
And a little
Although
freaked out.
you guys could probably go back to where there are lanterns and so on at this point.
But
How many
there are.
hours do we spend walking?
I'm gonna say it was like 9 or 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
It's a
could use
long
a
time.
meal and a little sleep.
Right. So maybe it's for the best if we do take a bit longer of a rest.
I know all of you are very keen to keep moving constantly. I know because I just spent 9 hours moving constantly. But I haven't been able to rest for years, aside from these last couple of days. And I'm in no rush to go to my end after potentially having the chance to finally leave.
We got you, dude.
Yeah. So, where do we think the safest place would be?
Do we have to head upstairs again? I'm not so sure that we want to sleep this close to a fissure.
Yeah.
An
Or the
active
fire.
one.
I don't want to be in range of the fire elemental either. I don't want it to know that we're not done yet. I don't want to deal with that myself.
We can go a different route to get back to the same area. It shouldn't know unless it starts to wander, and as far as I know, it never wanders.
I would think we could
Sounds
smell it
good.
burning if it was nearby.
We can post
Out of
watch
character.
if you need.
Out of character, what's your health at, Mark? How many points are you down?
Well, I just went up, I guess, 7 for a level, but I'm at 7 down, so not too bad.
Okay.
But I have 2 levels of exhaustion. That's why I said I'm actually exhausted.
Right.
He's moving very slowly.
Yeah, I think Andrew still has 1 as well. I don't remember if anyone else had some left out. I actually didn't take as good keep as good a track of that as I meant to last time.
Well, I'm gonna, since we're gonna be resting soon, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Alaric, which is 1d4 plus. Oh, what's my spellcasting
Well,
modifier?
if we are resting, there would be no need.
Yeah.
I know, but if we're going to be walking and I want you to be able to rest without being in pain, you'll get better rest if you're not in pain.
You'll get to the resting faster.
Right. So I think that's 6 points.
Oh, there we go. I'm almost at full.
I think that's my spellcasting modifier. So where do we want to head to?
It's back to the barracks.
We made a pretty good home of it there, and that's 1 level up from the forge.
Cool.
We can take the elevator. That means it won't be quite so hard to walk up all those stairs.
I do like the elevator.
Good.
I know you do.
Let's do it.
All right. So unless you guys have anything you really want to cover, we can just go ahead and assume that you guys make your way back to where the landslide created the access to this tunnel. Lets you climb back up relatively easily, since you're not in a hurry, into the lowest level of the mining tunnels. From there, you can get to the elevator and make your way back up to the level with the barracks. From there, you could have another meal and get a night's sleep in the barracks if you like. But what else would you guys like to do before you bed in for the night?
Can't think of anything specifically I need to do.
Well, someone could go down and feed the... I mean, do we want to just avoid the fire spirit entirely, or do we want to appease it once before we go back down again?
Screw it. That'll be fine. It's been eating fat, for a long time. It can handle a couple of days.
All right.
Alaric's already asleep.
So is Mugen. For all the posturing, out the moment its head hit the pillow.
I think Andrea was going to try to stay up for a little bit to be polite, but as soon as she sees the 2 of them go to bed, she's kind of like, that's enough, right? I it's not polite anymore. I get it seems like it's okay. So she excuses herself as well.
So do I have to do? I should
Sleep.
probably, since this would be considered like a end of day, right? I would have to do my meditation. All right. Okay. So Nero will step out of the room so she doesn't disturb anyone. Ryushama, your servant, comes before you to offer her knowledge for the day. First, thank you for your assistance. Likely saved us all. With your help, we were able to find and close one of the fissures that is active down here, but there is one more. So we aren't done yet. But yeah, so we're making progress, and thank you for the help. And I think we're all turning in because I think we're all pretty tired. But thank you.
You find yourself sort of mentally drifting a little bit, and it's not quite a full vision, but you sort of find yourself feeling the vague sensation of this mountaintop vision that you once had with Rashama. It's kind of feels a bit like an echo of that. And Rashama speaks to you and says, "Have you given thought to how it was that you heard my voice, even when you were on an entirely different plane of existence?"
Well, I haven't had a good deal of time to think about that. But there is time for reflection now. Well, I can only assume that you are present in multiple planes and not just this one. This is just my best guess.
This is a partial truth, but it is not me innately that is present in these other planes. It is through my clerics that I exist anywhere beyond my own physical form. I have invested in you a part of myself, and it is through you that I exist anywhere you go. And that part of myself that is within you is pure and maintained since the day I chose you as my cleric. And it remains no matter what else might change. And then you find yourself back in the cave where you were doing your prayer.
Well, that's interesting. All right. Lots to think about.
All right. So if everyone else is getting their rest, you guys wake up after feeling rested. I think there's probably a handful of you who are prepared to sleep longer than the rest, but there's no sun. There's no clock. You guys don't really know what time it is, but at some point you guys have all slept enough to count as a long rest. And so I'll say you've got your spell slots and hit points and such and so on restored.
Oh, does that mean the wand also resets?
Yeah, we'll count this as dawn for now. So
okay, because I'd only used the one, but
yeah, so you definitely get that charge back because you would normally roll a 1d6 plus 1 to see how many charges, but it can only have 7, and you only used 1, so it automatically gets that one back, and that's all it can do.
Okay.
All right. So what's the plan?
Into the fray once more.
Back down.
All right. So you take the elevator back down again? Seems convenient.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still kind of tired, so yeah, I prefer.
Yeah. This walking's for suckers. All right. So you guys make your way down to the lower level of the mines once again, and through the tunnels and back down the little cave-in that leads to the cavern below. So you're once again, I'll pull up the little map here. And okay, so once again, you guys have come down right here. To the north up here is the way that you went when you went to investigate the winds. And despite having this map, you guys don't really see the rest of this, but what you see is that the way to the south here leads to the sound of various mechanical noises. And as you look in that direction, sort of a vague purplish glow coming from that direction.
No.
That is for those of you who can see. Does that include Andrea with some dark vision, or?
Oh yes, I'm casting. I cast it on her.
I cast Mage Armor again.
All right. So you're. Oh, go ahead.
I've nothing. Go ahead.
All right. So any other preparations before you guys head further into that tunnel?
I'm going to hand everybody a good berry, which will make them feel full and gain, well, the hit point doesn't matter, but it's like a 24 hours of sustenance or whatever.
Yum.
Unless Mugen was up to cooking breakfast.
Let's say yes.
Because nobody cooks like our Mugen.
That's true. Gave you the best meal of fried mushrooms you've ever had.
Yum.
Haven't been able to cook them for 3 years, so this is much better.
Right.
So here's what you guys see as you make your way in that direction. You find that the tunnel opens it up into an enormous, literally cavernous geode, meaning this room is hundreds of feet tall and across, this huge, more or less spherical cavern, except that all of the walls are covered with this sort of these large purple crystals all over the walls, and they kind of glitter and glow because in the direct center of this enormous geode-like space, you see a fissure. But there's lots of other things that you see in this room. For one, there is an obviously unnatural and constructed pillar that leads to the 60 feet. This fissure is 60 feet in the air, but this constructed pillar leads up to it with a spiral staircase around it. That is, it's very wide across. It's like 35 feet or so across, but narrowing up to be only about maybe 20 feet across at the top. But it reaches to the pillar, and it's obviously designed for accessing the pillar. And also what you see in this room is hundreds of strange creatures that are, oh, you know what? I didn't bring my, one moment. I have pictures to show so you can get a sense of what you're looking at.
Ooh.
I like those tour guides. Some shiny over there. Over there.
So, one thing that is it is applicable to all of these things is that they resemble in many ways the sorts of constructs that you've seen already, like CK and the Steam Golem, in the sense that they don't seem to be made from flesh as you understand it.
Ooh.
There are also very unusual shapes. Many of them seem to be like their whole body is a big ball with one eye and little spindly arms and legs coming off of it. Another looks like two rectangular boxes with springs in between and a face on it and arms and legs. One of them looks like a weird upside down pyramid with a face on each of three sides and three arms and three legs going around. Some look like little flying cubes that are flying around. But they all look, they don't move like the constructs do. They seem alive, but they remind you of nothing more than like insects, because they're very coordinated. There's hundreds of them, and they are all building something. This something seems incredibly complex, and pieces of it lead into all of these tunnels that have been carved in the walls at right angles and smoothed walls. And it has gears and levers and bits and pieces and springs, and they're assembling it, and it is just impossibly complex. But they are all apparently working very hard to build it in a very coordinated way.
Are there more here than last time I was here, which has probably been a couple of years?
Yes, there's easily twice as many.
Yeah.
How big was this cavern again?
It's hundreds of feet across and at least 200 feet tall at the center.
Yes.
Don't say I never did anything for you. Okay, I've got some pictures here. So,
Oh, those guys.
so these are, three of the types of things that you guys are seeing here. Is that they have?
Weren't we all
They
just
have
making
various-
fun of those guys on Twitter? Is that where this inspiration came from, Christiana?
Not recently, although I did enjoy that, given that I had already had an encounter planned with them. Yes.
All right.
So they are all busy working and not paying you any attention as you stand on the outskirts of this cave, watching them work.
Denholm would have marveled at this sight. It's too bad he's not here to see it. He would have also maybe understood what they're building. I haven't the foggiest.
Well, it's stupid
everyone,
robot. Didn't really know anything, right?
Everyone make a perception check.
Denholm, the gnome.
I know.
Sugar.
Okay.
12.
24.
14.
17.
It is perhaps fitting, Alaric, that you were the one to roll highest there, because you notice kind of tucked to one side in the cave as you enter, clearly across, like on your side of the threshold into this cavern, you see several dwarf skeletons kind of just tossed to the side out of the way.
Over there, that's what remains of the few who decided to talk to them too closely, caught up in the whole rhythm of everything. So.
And I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace on us. It only lasts an hour, but...
Presumably they worked themselves to death.
I didn't stay long enough to see. Once they were captured, I thought it best to retreat and then maybe try to form a plan, but it wasn't easy.
So here's my thing. We just need to close the fissure, right?
Mhm.
So I have this nifty cape.
Go on.
My concern is that if I get too close to the fissure, like I could just bamf myself up there.
Uh-huh.
But if I get too close to the fissure, what is that going to do to me?
You probably don't want to
Yeah.
get close to the fissure.
Well, we have
just,
to close it.
Yeah, but-
influence.
Can you just kind of like...
I feel like that's cheating. Like,
All right,
I
well,
have a
here's an
similar
idea.
ability.
Why don't we wrap my grappling hook around you, and that way I can yank you back real quick after you do your thing.
But you propose to go up and close the fissure, and then what? These will all surely be angered by this.
Well, all right, yeah. One thing at a time there, Speedy.
or
Well,
it could be the fissure giving them instructions.
Right.
Right, they could be enthralled by it.
Typically, the few times that we've done this, the people that were under the spell reverted back to their normal selves once the fissure was sealed.
Yeah,
I think.
let the experts handle this, okay?
Do you know this is not their normal selves?
Nope.
I've never seen these before.
And they're mechanical, so if they worked maybe similarly to the golem in that way,
But I mean,
we take away their instructions and they stop. I don't
But I-
know.
Don't
One
know.
thing I'll note, since I didn't note it in the description before, is that you notice that several of them are in fact armed. Have like the ball-shaped ones have little sword dagger things and javelins, and the flying cubes have bow and arrows, and the triangle-shaped ones have 3 spears, 1 in each hand.
How tall are these things?
Most of them are small compared to a human.
How about compared to a Mugen?
Yeah. Come on, you.
The ball-shaped ones are about your size. As the shape gets a bit more complex, they get progressively a little bigger. But they're none of them really bigger than a person, a human. Of the ones you can see.
Well, then they're not small compared to a human.
Okay.
How big is the tallest one? Just tell me that, and I can extrapolate from the rest.
Of the ones you can see,
yes.
The triangular shaped ones are the tallest.
Okay.
And they're probably 5.5 feet tall.
That's all I wanted to know.
All right.
She said very specifically of the ones you can see.
Yeah.
Also, I'll note that by far the ball-shaped ones are the most numerous by, easily twice as many as any other kind, and they seem to be the primary workers, and the other shapes are a little bit more like. They seem like they're maybe more like the organizers.
Perhaps you can speak to them. Others have tried. Do not speak to them long, where they faded into the lines.
Are you frightened of a few balls?
I'm frightened of 100 of them, and I've
Goodness
also
only
seen that
knows.
others have had no resistance in standing up to them.
Yeah.
I don't
All right.
want to face a balls attack, so that's just me.
I'm sure these are very scary balls. We need to be worried about them.
Would you take me down in a fight if you were to punch me? No, right? You would use your words and your wits. Similarly, these things seem to compel people to work with no seeming resistance whatsoever. Just as I might respect your ability to cause trouble, I respect theirs.
Well, I did take silence. I've prepared the silence spell for today.
If you have things that can resist against attacks to the mind, perhaps. I don't know if it was the words they used or something else.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, this is all beside the point, which is the Fisher, i.e., why we're here.
But the Fisher may be what's doing the enthralling. So,
right.
I can offer some protection for a short time. That'll help shore up our resolve.
Yeah. One thing I'll note that you guys, when you woke up this morning, it was a little, it wasn't something that was easy to put your finger on, but definitely just something about Archie's bearing. You just sort of feel like, you just feel a little tougher, a little more resilient, like you're just more on your game when you're hanging out with Archie. Not in any kind of a suspicious way. I'm simply talking about a new thing that you can do as a level 6 paladin.
Well, I mean, that's just good things about hanging with Clyde. Anyway, are we gonna take out this Fisher or what?
So here's what I can do. I can cast silence as a ritual, and that will last up to 10 minutes.
What's the range on it? Like, is it around you?
Yeah, it's a 20-foot radius sphere. And set it on any point that I choose, but probably. Can I do that? Does it?
Well,
have to be
you can.
stationary?
You pick a point and it stays there.
Right. But what are we talking about?
Around you.
What are we talking about doing? Are we talking about Mugen going in? Or are we talking about talking to them? Where are we on this?
I mean, I do like the idea of going straight to the portal, and if she can use a ritual to cause silence, Mira and I could both teleport essentially to that point.
Are there any of the little ones on the ramp up the tower?
Make a perception check.
Possibly.
I also have something that will give us a
13.
boost. against?
13. Yeah, there's a lot of activity, including some of these things going up and down the stairs of the pillar. Several of them kind of various business. It seems like they're getting pieces out from the top. They're bringing things down. Also, both the ball-shaped ones and the cube-shaped ones can fly, so they're flitting around all over the place.
Now, last I was here, were we able to move among them, or was that also a trigger to them to having action?
Well, they don't seem to pay any attention to you unless you're directly addressing them or interfering with what they're trying to do.
So you may be able to climb or walk up the pathway of the tower without being molested until, of course, if this fissure is what they feed on or are driven by, once that's interfered with, they'll have words.
We will also have words. So there.
Should we all try to go up?
Well, another thing I can do, I have a spell that will give us advantage on wisdom saving throws. So if this is some kind of a charm or some sort of compulsion, I can be of some assistance there.
Yeah. And I can offer a blessing that'll give an increase to saves.
Pass without a trace stays
minute.
on a point 30 feet around me. So if I go, then that increases stealth with silence. And I would like to know though who.
Bear in mind that the stealth will give you a bonus to stealth checks. It doesn't
Right.
make you invisible if you're in
No,
plain
no.
sight. Yeah, I'm just saying that, like, if you're walking through a crowd of these things, they're gonna see you.
Right. But if we've got a little help on our stealth, it'll make us a little less obvious to them if they aren't really like watching to take us out. Like if we're not interfering with them and we're passing through and we don't land on their radar real big, we might get through
Well,
alone.
So silence only lasts a minute.
Yeah, I think that's right. And it's concentration, meaning you have to kind
Right.
of hold it.
So I can't do Beacon of Hope and silence. I have to pick one.
Okay.
Well, Beacon of Hope, so it's going to take out the fissure, right?
That's what's going to give us advantage on wisdom saving throws.
Oh, well, whatever. Don't worry about that. Silence.
Who's gonna go to the forefront on the fissure, because I'd like to cast haste on them. But it only lasts a minute, so I want to know now so that when we get there I can tag it and go.
Well,
think
what
mine's
is our fissure plan?
I think mine's the easiest since it's always exposed.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that works for me. So do you remember what haste grants you? I can tell you real quick. So we
Yeah.
have to stop then.
One note that I don't remember if we addressed, but the last time we had you use haste when you were fighting the plant thing, we forgot to address that when the haste drops, you have a
Yep.
round that you can't move, and we forgot to
Yeah.
do that last time.
Thanks,
So
all.
just reminding you that we'll do it this time for sure.
We
Oh,
will
yeah.
remember.
Yep.
Well, I feel emboldened with your presence here, and whatever plan you have, I will follow you. I proceed with caution. It's kept me alive for these years, but none of the people I've met so far have had any success like you have. So whatever
Well,
My-
proceeding without caution is what's led us to be the heroes we are today.
Exactly.
surprisingly still alive. That's
My
a good
concern
sign.
is that this compulsion might not be a verbal command. And if that's
Right.
the case, silence won't help us. Beacon
Right.
of Hope will. But if it's like a verbal, like hypnotism thing, silence is going to help us, but maybe Beacon of Hope won't. Both of them last 10 minutes. No, Beacon of Hope is 1 minute.
Forget Beacon of
It's,
Hope.
it's got to be a quick trip.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it.
The compulsion, you said you've seen other creatures who've been near the fissure. Is it like this? Are they compelled to build something or do something specific?
Mm,
In one
not
case
something
it
that
was
specific.
right. In one case it was elementals defending territory layout.
Well, the other thing that I'll give you guys for free without an intelligence check is to say that these things don't look like they're from around here.
Yeah.
Not used by dwarves often.
It's entirely possible. I mean, we just came from another plane with the wind, guys.
Mhm.
So they too are from another plane.
It could be.
Most
They could have come
likely.
through the fissure. So
Would-
if we close it, they're stuck here.
That might be weird. I remember them saying, I mean, they spoke before, not much, and I kept my caution, but they would never say why they were doing things. The only answer that I ever heard them give was simply, it's the law. What law might they be following?
Hmm.
Ball law.
Tum tum.
The law of averages?
Hmm. I don't know.
I mean,
It wouldn't
Whatever you guys
surprise
wanna do.
me if, in order to communicate on the construct's level, the Fisher is speaking in their quote unquote language. So they follow laws as being told what to do, what not to do, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, they're probably that's just how they're interpreting the will of the Fisher.
Hmm.
Would it
Well, the
be
last
possible?
one seemed just to be like a gateway, so it could be that everything's coming through that gateway, whatever the compulsion is, and the creatures.
Maybe you misheard, and they said following the claw. Maybe
Aha.
there's the
Claw.
monster there with claws.
Yeah.
We don't know. Let's just destroy it and move on. I don't understand why we're talking about this.
Would it be possible to just grab one and take off?
Oh my, yeah! Mugen cannot believe all this. I just want you guys to know. Like, I'm fine, but Mugen is freaking out. that You guys are taking so long.
I think if we all try to head up and if they don't bother us, we see if we can get to the fissure. And if we're attacked on the way, then
Yeah.
I can just teleport up there, or both of us.
So
Yeah,
you
okay.
definitely can't get there in one turn. I'll tell you that.
Mhm.
I mean, you have probably 50 feet to cross before you could even get to, like 50, 60 feet to get to the base of the pillar. And then the
Mhm.
pillar has a spiral staircase that goes around this thing 60 feet up. So it's, even
Gonna
if you
take a
were
while.
dashing, it's going to be a couple of turns before you could get to the top if you're just running.
What if we
Hmm.
just walked calmly?
Mhm.
ignore them?
Yeah.
Pretend like we belong here.
No hesitation.
I know that's going to be hard for everyone for some reason. But yeah, no hesitation.
Being the operative phrase.
Striving to be more like Mugen here. That's my goal.
Yeah,
Listen, it
so-
wasn't that heavy a breakfast. I don't know why you guys are so slow today.
It was a long walk yesterday.
Mhm.
But if you lead, I will follow.
Let's just walk up. What's the worst that could happen?
Yes, please.
I'll point
I'm
to
just
the
going at
skeletons
this
of
point.
the-
I'm
of
just
the dwarves.
Okay,
moving.
It's just
Yeah,
take-
he has
How
had it.
far are we?
Cross-
Wait, how far are we? We're 50 feet from it.
You're like
From the
60 feet
pillar.
from the bottom of the of this pillar, and so Mugen has just started walking across.
Yeah.
As you make your way into this tunnel, you note again that this enormous geode is actually kind of really pretty, and even the sort of flickering energy of the fissure up on the portal or on the pillar makes everything sort of glitter and flicker in a really kind of a neat way. Seems like it
Okay,
would be a
so-
fun place to have a party.
I'm gonna be buried there. It sounds so pretty, but for now, I've got Pass Without a Trace. It's already on us.
Okay,
Um,
so
you
as
might
I
just be
mentioned
buried
before, that would give you a benefit if you're trying to hide. There is nothing to hide behind. You are walking through a crowd of things.
So it won't
So
do anything.
So
Just another crowd of things.
so these things are carrying little bits of machinery around. They're working on various things. They have little staging areas for materials, but you are able to kind of weave a path through these things. And are you trying to stay out of their way as they go about their business?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
am.
dodging.
Oh,
And
Well,
I'll stay-
Mugen's leading the way, it sounds like.
I'm staying close to Archie though.
Yeah, I mean, nobody wants to bump into these guys. Who knows where they've been?
All right.
They look a little moist, so that might leave stains.
All right.
We want to keep going.
So as you move through the crowd, it's clear that they see you. I mean, they notice you. It's not like they're acting like you're invisible, but they also just seem to pay you no mind. Kind
Yeah,
of
sure.
if you're not blocking their way, they don't care.
Great.
And so you make your way across this sort of plane to where the base of the pillar is, and I'll go ahead and switch us to our map.
Oh,
So, can you guys see? Well, I'm going to switch to sort of the. Well, if I do director mode, you guys can't see. So, what I'm hoping that you guys see is all of you guys on one side
Mhm.
over here, and then what you're seeing here is the black is stairs going across here, and these pink lines is my bad drawer ability to make a pillar look,
Mhm.
you know, on the flat. So you should think of these pink areas as elevation change,
I see.
going up like 10 feet. And
okay.
so it's a spiral staircase going around and around. So this level, this central circle, is 60 feet above the level down here. And it is a spiral staircase going around it. And so if the path to go up along the stairs is following through this black trail here.
How
I
wide
mean-
is the path?
It's these are 5-foot squares, so think of that in scale.
So my grappling hook would reach up there, right? I wouldn't even need to have to go on the path. I could just shoot right up to the top of the stairs.
You could get almost to the top. I think I said it has a 60-foot range.
Yeah.
So the top, it would be 60 feet above the ground, but it's also, you know, there's a horizontal
Yeah.
difference.
But I could get like right onto the edge of the step and then like.
Yeah. You could get pretty close, but not like directly onto the top platform, but you could certainly skip a lot of the stairs.
Yeah. Oh, I'm doing it.
Right? Are you just, you're going?
Yeah,
right,
I'm
Mugen,
so
raises-
irritated with everyone else that I'm just going for it.
Fires the cable gun. And I'll say that you managed to hit it, to grapple at about right here.
Yeah, sounds good.
Meaning, so you could then clamber up from there to here and then go up a few more stairs to the top.
Right. Mugen has, of course, forgotten that he has no plan for actually destroying that.
All right.
himself.
All right,
He is
so
so
I'll say-
irritated at the rest of you.
You engage this, and it pulls you up to the top. And as you land there and clamber up onto the platform, this little guy here steps up and says, "No unauthorized people on the pinnacle. It's the law."
Good thing
Make a
I'm
charisma
authorized.
saving throw, please.
Don't mind if I do.
Mhm.
He's out of range of Beacon of Hope anyway, so
That's a 13.
Yeah, you kind of there's a moment where like you're like, does have a point, but no, you're here for important business, so it's fine. You're hanging out.
Yeah. Consider me authorized.
And this little creature just says, "Violations are punishable."
How hard would it be to yank that down the stairs? Just like kind of toss it and trip it.
You could make basically we'll call that like a shove.
Yeah.
And so it is, and you make an athletics check, which is a strength-based check,
All right.
and it's contested against its strength.
Well, how big is it? Is I guess more of what I'm asking.
This one is.
Thank you for giving me the math, but
no,
it's hard to tell on your thing how big these little guys are.
It's a little
comparatively.
bigger than you
right.
by mass, but maybe at your same height.
So a shove probably not a good idea.
Well, I don't know. It might work. If you take it by surprise.
That's not.
It'll be your strength roll against its, but you would guess just at a look that it might be stronger than you.
Yeah, probably.
Am I within 30 feet of him? Because I'm really itching to
You're
cast.
not within
haste on
30
him.
feet. You are
He's
not
60
within
feet
30
in the
feet.
air.
We got to do some walking.
Okay, so can we start moving while he's
Yes.
figuring out his? I need to get within 30 feet of him because I think he's going to get haste. Sorry, Archie.
Well, so you used your action and bonus action to grapple up there. So we're going to say your turn is done for the moment.
Okay.
So since we're doing stuff, let's just go ahead and roll for initiative, everybody.
Is initiative a skill roll? Because I'm still at a disadvantage for skill roll.
Yes. Well, you know what? I'm going to say no. I don't know if it was supposed to be, but I'm going to rule that it's not.
Okay.
16.
Doesn't matter. Double ones.
4.
Okay, hold on.
Like 4 in total. If ones don't count.
Okay.
8 for me.
Um,
Never roll high in initiative, man.
okay. What'd you get, Mugen?
Oh, an initiative?
Yeah.
I just thought since I started, I didn't need to do it.
Yeah, that's right. No, you do need to, but remember, you also have your extra +5 from your feet and all that. So it's your
Right.
+5 in your dex. So
it's 5. All right, so that would make it a solid 7.
well, okay. So it's your dex plus your +5 for the feet.
Oh,
so it's
right.
+8.
Right. So that'll
So-
make it a solid 10.
Wow. Okay.
Not a great roll.
That's why you have those feats, though. It gives you a
Yeah.
medium roll instead of a terrible one.
Yeah.
What did you get, Nira?
8.
Okay. And then Alaric was really bad, right?
Yeah, 4 total.
Archie?
4.
4. Okay. And
Slow
Amethyst?
bros.
16.
She's going first again.
All right.
Your favorite.
Hey, this time I know what I want to do at least.
Okay. So are you hurrying to get up okay. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get within 30 feet of Mugen to cast.
Okay.
haste. That's
So
really my only
unless
goal.
you have some ability to move faster, you're basically just going to be climbing these stairs. So you could use your action to dash if you want, but it's going to be, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Holy crap, Mugen.
For one turn, and then a dash would be like another 6 squares.
Okay.
You should probably not give
Yeah.
me haste.
No.
Just
If I
instead of-
can't catch you to cast haste on you, I'm not
Right.
going to hasten you
But
anymore.
so
Yeah,
here's
yeah.
what happens already, though, is that if you, let's say you use your regular movement to get to here,
Mhm.
you encounter one of these little ball things that is standing on the stairs, and it says, "No unauthorized persons on the pinnacle. It's the law." And please make a charisma saving throw. And you have currently just left the 10-foot aura of protection around Archie.
Is it
Fantastic.
charisma or wisdom?
Charisma.
Because
Shit.
you had, I thought you had Mugen make a wisdom one.
Nope,
No, I
it was
said
charisma.
charisma.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
11.
11. All right. You're kind of thinking all of a sudden, oh, against the law, you don't want to be a lawbreaker, do you? But I mean,
No.
it's important though. Okay, it's important. It's fine. You can do what you need to do. All right. So what are you doing though? What is your action?
Well,
Are you going to try to push past this thing?
no, I'm going to stay there and I'm going to freaking cast haste on Archie and just let
Okay.
him do what he's going to do.
All right. You cast haste on Archie.
can I disengage from this guy or something? So
Well, casting haste would be your action.
okay.
So disengage would be an action.
Okay.
So no, not this turn.
Okay.
All right. Mugen, you're up again, despite having gone before, because that was technically, I'm saying, before we didn't roll initiative until after you had done that.
Right.
So this thing is still telling you violations will be punished.
Sure.
Also, make a perception check, actually, also, while you're up here.
Why not? And what is my perception bonus? All right, so that's a 13.
Okay. What you notice about the fissure now that you're up here right by it is that while you have seen some of these fissures be open before, like, for example, the one that you guys came back through from the wind tunnels, which I didn't actually name that. It just turned out to be tunnels and wind, and I can't believe wind tunnels didn't come up. But anyway, you've seen these fissures be open like that before, but you've never seen one be a perfect circle before. And you notice that there's a strange, like, frame built around it, tied into strange little machines on either side. So these little yellow shapes around it seem to be some kind of a machine that is framing this portal, which is a perfect circle. And it's actually a sphere as you see it from different angles. So that's what you see while you're there. Violations will be punished.
Tough. You know what? Let's try the shove.
All
I
right.
can't think of anything better right now.
Okay, so you're going to make a contested athletics check, or athletics versus, this thing's athletics.
Are you sure it's not sleight of hand?
No.
I'm pretty sure this would be a sleight of hand roll.
Well, if you're okay, you are just telling me that you are physically shoving this thing. If you wanted to come up with some clever way that you're gaining advantage, then that's a different story. But if you're physically shoving it, that's
putting your arm around the shoulders, like, oh, tell me more about this law, and then shoving him.
Okay, well, I'm saying that if you
still a contested strength there, huh? All right, fine.
How about this? If you roll well on a persuasion check, I'll let you make your shove with advantage.
Okay.
How about that? But tell me, what are you doing to try to encourage it to go near the lip?
Oh, well, I'm going to point out the other unauthorized personnel that are at the bottom.
Huh.
God, okay, that's the ultimate. I know what I'm doing now.
It's like, have you noticed those other unauthorized personnel way down there? Look at them.
All right, so
right here over to the lip of the edge, so you can see them real good.
Make a persuasion check.
All right, that's that would be a 20.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay, it says what other unauthorized people, and it steps over to the edge to look down at them, and it sees them and says, "More unauthorized personnel. I'll have to alert the managers."
And here's the shove.
So now he's standing on the lip, and so you can make your athletics check with advantage.
And remind me what advantage is again.
You roll it twice, and you get to pick the higher one.
All right, great. All right, well, that's 4, so not that one. Oh, okay. So 19 minus 2, because that's my strength, is 17.
It rolled a 19.
Ah!
Sorry. So basically, it says more unauthorized people, and then you go shunk. And because this is one of the ones that looks like two sort of rectangular boxes connected by springs, it kind of the top sort of wobbles.
Right, of course.
And then it turns around to look at you and says, "Shoving is not permitted. It's the law." Make another charisma saving throw, please.
Don't mind if I do. Oh. That would be a 23.
Okay, yeah, you don't feel, yeah, it's like, who cares if it's the law?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
You're a weirdo.
All right, so Archie, you're next. You are, or excuse me, Nira, you are next, and you are not hasted because that's Archie. Sorry,
All right.
Nira.
Oh, wait, before we go, since I pushed him, since he moved out of the way,
Mm-hmm.
can I go hide as a bonus action?
Where are you going to hide?
Well, there's these machinery frames, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, around there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'll allow it. Make a. You hurry around behind here, and you can attempt to hide from this guy.
Fair enough. Good
This
enough.
one's looking right at you.
Sure. I'll do it.
All right.
Do I need to roll for that, or am
yeah,
I good?
roll a stealth check to see if this one knows where you went.
All right, that's a 12.
Okay, and yeah, it you attempt to hide back there, and you hear it just say, "What are you doing back there?"
Did it roll a 12 too? Is that what's going on here?
You rolled a 15.
Wow.
All right, Nira.
Yeah, I would like to call the lightning.
Okay. So you summon these, the forces of the Tempest drawing on Rushama's divine energy, and you see a storm cloud start to gather in the space above this fissure.
That escalated quickly.
Mugen has that effect on things.
I remember.
And I am so okay. What can I see from where I am? Like from at the top of it. What can I see?
You
where I am.
can see that this little guy just kind of looked down over the edge at you. You can gather that, and you can see that like a little bit of portal energy too. But that's really probably all you can see from the bottom.
So none of the mechanics, they're like totally flat. Like, how's that working?
What do you mean?
Because when you described it to Mugen, like there was some machinery around the portal.
Yes.
Like, can I see any of that? Like anything metal?
Not from the bottom.
Okay. Can I see this other guy that's standing next to him there?
Over here? No.
No, the other one.
You can see this one.
But not the other one that's standing right next to him?
This one is looking down over the edge at you.
Okay.
Think about a 4-story building and what you could be able to see on top of it from the ground. You'd be able to see the stuff that's on the edge.
Okay. Well, my lightning strike is going to be kind of directly, not on him, but like right in that square.
Okay. All right. Okay, so I think that is a dexterity saving throw.
Yes. And if they fail, it's 3d10 lightning damage.
Call lightning, right?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone within 5 feet. And you know what? I'll go ahead and say this guy's within 5 feet, even though you're not really seeing him.
And I would like to...
And so they both make...
No, I'm going to hang on to that one. So I'll just roll my 3d10.
All right.
But yeah, they have to do their thing. But
okay, what's your DC? I think it's still probably 15. Is it
spell save DC 14?
Really? I was going to guess that it was 15, but it should be your wisdom plus your proficiency plus 8.
Really?
Yeah.
Wisdom plus proficiency plus 8 for spells or spellcasting ability or spell save DC?
Oh, so 14. Yeah, I guess that. Wait, hang on.
Is the wisdom modifier, you mean?
Wisdom modifier. Yeah.
So that's 3
Mhm.
plus proficiency, so it's 6.
Okay. I guess that's right.
And then you
I
said
don't know
plus
why I was
8?
thinking it was. Yeah, I
No.
guess that's right.
Yeah, it's always been that. So
Okay, I don't know why. For some reason, I was thinking it was more, but okay. Yeah, so 14 then. That means the guy you're looking at doesn't make it, but the guy next to him does. But roll your damage, and
so I got 11 plus I rolled a 10, so 21.
okay. Both of these things. So you only see this one,
Mhm.
but you see the lightning flash, thunder, and this thing just disintegrates.
Yes.
And you don't see it, but Mugen, you see after this lightning flash of lightning, this thing just disintegrates into dust too.
Nice.
Only about 98 more. We're on a roll.
And the thunder of this it echoes around this large cavern. All right, are you going to move too?
I think I'll move up to where Amethyst is, like right behind her.
Okay, so you're kind of pushing past this little triangle guy and moving up to here. And this guy who's right here sees you coming too. Is like, unauthorized persons are not allowed on the pinnacle. It's the law. And both Amethyst and Nira make one because you're both hearing it.
So I have a question about this.
Mhm.
Now, I have Fey ancestry, so it says saving throw against being charmed. I don't know how, is that?
Yes, that's you get advantage on saving throws against being charmed. That's what that
Yeah,
does?
is that, well, it just says
Yes.
saving
Yes.
throw.
This
so-
is like being charmed. So
Okay.
you get it. You can roll this with advantage then.
All right, and it's charisma, right?
Yes.
Good thing I put an extra point in there.
Hmm?
Ooh, I got a 19 plus 3, so
Law? What law? That's stupid.
yeah, and then I got like a 16.
All right, Amethyst, what about you? Did you make another one? You are muted.
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, 4. What?
Four?
What?
You're starting to think like, should you guys really be doing this? This seems like maybe it's a bad idea. You're going to get in trouble.
This is not wise. I'm not happy with this decision at all.
Mhm. Yeah.
Bad things.
Okay. So, yeah, you're definitely starting to feel like these things have a point. You guys are kind of just breaking in on their business right now, and your friend just disintegrated a couple of them. This could be bad.
Indeed.
All right. Now, Archie, you are hasted. What are you doing?
No. Okay, I'm going to, first thing I'm going to do is cast Bless.
All right.
And let's see. So actually, first I'm going to move towards the stairs.
Okay.
It's 30 foot range, and I can do.
You can get to like here before you're the stairs are blocked by your companions there. But you want to be where everybody will, be in range here.
Yeah, I can do 3. Guess actually.
I would concentrate on people other than myself because I have advantage.
Yeah, I was going to say I would do me and me, Amethyst, and Ulrich.
All right. And so you guys are blessed, which means that you get to add a D4 to basically all of your attack rolls or checks, right?
Yeah, saves
And-
or attacks.
Yeah, and those of you also, everyone, those of you, when you are within 10 feet of Archie, you gain an additional +3 to saving throws. All right.
So after
Um,
doing that,
Yeah.
Thanks, kind sir.
so bless is an action.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I mean, I want to cast Misty Step, which is my 30-foot teleport.
Is
And I want
that
to get
a bonus action?
It's a bonus action, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I guess it is. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Um,
And up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see. So you can basically see, I'll say you could see up to here. That would be the farthest up that you can
okay,
get
gotcha.
from.
I can't see the path up.
Or actually, you know
So I
what?
was
I'll
hoping-
say that you can't really like look down at the stairs, but you could see the space.
Mhm.
I'll say you can the highest up like that you could get to here. I'll say
Cool.
you
Then
could pop
poof,
stuff up there. Poof.
surrounded in a misty cloud.
Yeah, you
Poof.
disappear from behind Nira and Amethyst and poof appear.
And then I'm running as fast as I can, as far as I can.
Right. Well, so you kind of
Say
used
5,
your
10,
movement to get
15,
up here
20.
first already. You started here and moved up to here first.
Gotcha.
So I think you're done. You did action for Bless Misty Step as a bonus action and movement already.
But my hasteness.
But you're hasted. You're right. You're right. Okay, hasted. Oh, forget hasted. So boom, boom, 3, 4, 5 up. But this guy's in your way, so you can't just move any further.
Okay.
You have another 5 feet of movement if you do something about that guy.
Yeah, I want to attack him.
Okay.
I'm not gonna wait to hear your spiel.
Get it, baby.
All right. Just swinging at him.
Swinging my sword.
Have you heard the word of the law? It's the law.
I am the law.
Oh, Lord.
So first attack is 20 a lot.
Yeah. Okay. That'll hit. I think 20 a lot hits.
7.
Wait, so 27.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that hits.
Let's do probably both attacks.
Okay.
It's a 1. It doesn't matter. So.
All right. So what's your damage for that?
1d8 plus 7 is 10 points damage.
Okay. Let's see. That one is right around 3 minus 10. So you slash out at this thing, and you carve like a big gash down one of its 3 face sides, and it sort of squeals and seems to drip what looks like maybe oil, and it kind of and it sort of lurches away, but it's still there, and it turns one of its other good faces back towards you. Okay, Alaric.
So we're doing this then. Okay. I'll
That
draw
was
my
me for the
warpick.
first 25 episodes, I think. We're doing this? Okay.
I'll draw my war pick and move up to where the cluster of the other two are. It's essentially being confronted by one there.
Well, yeah. So it's kind of currently in their way, and they haven't like attacked it yet or anything.
Yet.
All right. Well, I guess that's up to me then. I'll give it a try.
All right. So you're going to kind of come up through here and sort of kind of push between them to attack this thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Swing the war pick. So the bless accounts for attack
For
rolls.
attack
too?
rolls. Yep. Mhm.
Yep.
So that's a 23
Yep. That hits.
for 8 points of damage.
All right. This thing, as you're using your pick,
Yes.
as the sharp tip of your pick penetrates this thing's armor around this ball, it just goes poof into like little glittery dust and just disintegrates.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
Do I have any more movement left?
I'll say you have 10 feet of movement.
Okay, I'll move 10 feet, and
Alright.
I'll use my bonus action to dodge.
Okay. All right. Andrew's turn. She is going to run up to this guy here and attack him with a short sword. This one is. I have to keep them numbered so so that I don't go insane with all these different little critters.
You mean you didn't have the pre-formatted sheet with all 100 on them?
No. Somehow I'm missing that one now. Okay. So yeah, she rolls. Let's see. 23 and a 19 with her 2 attacks. And hold on. 1d plus 4. Okay. 8. Does 18 damage, and this thing poofs into glittery dust. So she took that one out,
Nice.
and then she gets another 5 feet to catch up with you guys there. All right. Now it's their turn. So this little guy here is actually flying, and so he swoops down on towards you guys and says, "Unauthorized persons are not allowed on the pinnacle. It's the law." So I'm going to need all 4 of you guys here to now make a charisma saving throw.
I just want to say that my favorite part of this session is your little robot voices, Christina. Like every time they say that dumb line, it just makes me smile.
Right. It makes me think of Space Casey too, which is just a favorite. So with the bless though, if I get to add a 1d4 to this.
Yep.
Yep.
To your save, yep.
Yay. 17.
Okay.
15 for me.
All right.
10.
10. Okay. You suddenly have doubts, Alaric, that you guys are doing the right thing here.
It didn't even put up a fight.
Andrew kind of just says, is this okay, you guys?
It's fine. We're fine.
Right.
It's cool.
In the meantime, this thing is also firing arrows at you. And it's going for you, Alaric.
Okay, it has disadvantage.
Why does it have disadvantage?
Dodge.
Oh, you're right. You're right. But it does. It kind of doesn't, anticipate that. So it is. It's very fast. You see it going, and it fires off 4 arrows in rapid succession.
Jeez.
Oof.
The first one gets 13.
Not enough?
21.
Just barely.
Really?
No.
I was going to say. Okay, so
That
that's
was so
8
convincing.
piercing damage for that one.
Ow.
Third arrow, another 21. Oh no, disadvantage 11.
That's not enough.
And then fourth arrow, a crit and an 11. So good thing you were dodging there, because it would have hit you with 3 out of 4, and one of those are crit. But so it's only the 8 piercing damage from the 1 arrow.
Only, okay.
Yeah.
Only.
But yeah, this guy comes down here. Dunk, 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 dunk. Unauthorized personnel are not allowed on the pinnacle. It's the law. And all you guys are making another charisma saving throw.
Ooh, I got a 20 on that one. A natural 20.
22.
All right.
Unnatural 20.
Okay. Yeah. And then
It's disturbing.
Since I rolled a 20, do I say nah and convince it instead?
no, but you guys are all feeling a bit more confident about what's happening here. you kind of shaking off the idea that why would you follow their rules? That's weird. Amethyst, you're still a little wondering about that. Okay, so this one is attacking you, Archie, and it says, unauthorized personnel are not allowed on the pinnacle. It's the law. So make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma
But
save.
you have not only your bless, but also your aura of protection. So
Yes.
that's some buffer there for you. But
19.
you're unimpressed. But it does attack you. It basically turns and thrusts these javelins at you, and it turns and kind of spins, and it attempts to stab you once with each of these 3 javelins. So got an 18, which you probably have your shield up, right? Or
Yeah.
do you?
My armor class is currently 22.
Okay. 18, 7, and a 7. So all you are managed to fend off all of these things attacks.
Bing, plonk, blink.
This guy though flies up, flip, 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 lands here and says, "Unauthorized personnel are not allowed on the pinnacle. It's the law." So make another Constitution saving throw. Or not Constitution, excuse me, Charisma.
This one's 16.
Okay. Yep. Still dumb. These things are dumb. And he tries to stab you with a little dagger, and it's just no good. Mugen, this thing is coming up towards you, and it says, "Unauthorized personnel are not allowed on the pinnacle. Violations will be punished. It's the law."
How big is this guy?
This is one of the biggest ones. So like 5'5", and it's going to try to stab you with its javelins.
Is it now?
Yes, it is. So it is. It gets a critical miss, a 9,
Yay.
and a 20. So the 20 probably hits.
Maybe.
And then so you take 5 damage from that, but with your new ability, your uncanny dodge, if you want, so if you suspect that this round that's going to be the only attack or the worst attack that you're going to take this round, you can use your uncanny dodge to basically cut that damage in half and take only 2 piercing damage. Or you can just take that and then still have that dodge in reserve.
Let's keep the dodge in reserve for now.
Okay.
Only 4 points. That seems
All right.
fine.
Make another charisma saving throw though for the.
That would be 16.
Okay. Yeah, these things are dumb. Okay. Let's see. Oops, moving the map. This one comes up to you and says, "Violations will be punished. It's the law." So make another charisma saving throw.
It's a good thing we like that because we're hearing it a lot.
16 again.
All right. Yeah. You are not finding these things terribly persuasive. And it tries to stab you with a dagger and only rolls a 7. So you are able to evade it easily. Did you use your dodge? I forget.
I did not.
Did not. Okay. So you took the 5 points of damage.
How big is this one?
That's one of the littlest ones.
So I could shove it.
Yeah, I think
All right.
you would have a better chance.
We'll see when it happens.
Because the thing is, you're not very strong, Mugen.
No, I know I'm not.
No. So yeah. In the meantime, you see that a few of these ones that have been flitting around seem like they're flying closer. But then that is all that the rest of them do for this turn. So Amethyst, you are up again. It is your turn again. But you're muted. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I was tabbed away trying to figure out something. How annoyed is this one with us? Has anybody attacked the one that we're in front of now?
So there's one that's kind of flying up there, and he just fired arrows at Alaric, and then there's this guy tried to punch him.
So both of them.
Yeah, I mean,
so this is like a spiral staircase.
Yeah. So basically, if you're just going up the stairs, you have to go all the way around, like that.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out which critter to turn into, and I'm trying to make sure I understand the like what's going on where we are. So I think I am going to do I'm thinking that a gorilla is like the only thing that I can really be nimble with on those stairs. So I'm going to turn into my little grape ape.
All right.
Yes.
And I just need to find those stats.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up too.
Because nothing at this, I was really excited to open up this CR level, the challenge rating 2 with my level 6, but I'm not really seeing anything that's,
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Saber-tooth
Saber-tooth
just
tiger.
charge through them all.
Oh, but I can't really bite them. But I mean, that's what I'm saying is stuff that can charge through it isn't going to do the
because
stairs.
the ape can climb, which would get you up to the top fastest.
Right.
But it's not very tough.
Right.
So,
well,
up to you.
Okay.
Because you could use the ape to get up there and then switch to something else if you wanted.
Yeah. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. So,
okay.
yeah.
I don't have a token for your ape, I don't think. So,
no.
Okay, so but we'll say you've turned into like this one's more like a chimpanzee. And so you now have a climbing speed of 30, which basically I'll let you just ignore these elevation changes and say that you can just move 6 squares like straight towards the middle if you want.
Okay.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. I just want to get as close to Mugen as possible.
So because you can transform as a bonus action and your movement is for climbing, did you want to use your action for something before you do that? Or you could do it once you get to where you're going? Like you could climb up to here and attack this guy or something like that?
Right.
As the chimp or whatever you want to do. You don't have to do any of that, but
so the one that's flying, can I reach it?
You would need like a ranged thing.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean it's in range but not melee range.
Okay. Am I changed yet, or did I already change?
Well, I'm asking if you want to do something before you change. If you want to, you can. I'm
sorry, I'm so disoriented tonight.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
I am going to. So they don't count as humanoids, though, do they?
Nope.
Okay.
Mechanically speaking, they are constructs.
Okay.
You can cast a spell on it, or like you don't have to. If you just want to, you can use your action to dash, which would allow you to climb twice as far, if that's what you want to do.
As the monkey?
Yeah.
Oh, let me do that then.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you transform into your ape, and you're just going zoop, 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 zoop. So you could get all the way to the top if you want.
Yeah, let me do that.
And so you are currently as your ape form, and you are stuck in it for now.
Okay.
You could move you could move a few more squares if you want. Where do you want to be?
Yeah, whichever gives me closest access to like Mugen to like help him.
I'd say probably let's get you right here.
Perfect.
All right, so you are currently a gorilla though.
Yay. I'm gonna pull up those stats.
Ape technically is what is the creature name.
Got it.
All right. Mugen, your turn again.
So describe the littler one.
This is one of the ones that's a ball, but it has
Right.
wings and arms and legs and a little tiny sword. But it does have wings, so shoving it off the edge is, you know, I mean.
I'm going to try more of a martial arts move.
Okay, yeah.
Where I grab one of its little arms and pull it off balance in like a judo way, and to kind of use its momentum to then send it tumbling down.
Okay, okay. I'll let you
throw it in the portal.
I'll let you make an acrobatics check for that.
All right. That's a 21.
Okay, yeah. So you're trying to toss it off the edge like this way?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you managed to sort of flip it off balance and throw it over the edge, and you see it start to fall, but then its wings just start to go, and it kind of catches itself and starts to hover.
Yeah, but at a distance.
Yeah, it's more than it's out of melee range now.
Right, and I'm just worried about the tiny sword more than anything else.
Okay. All right. So, did you want to move or anything now?
Yeah,
you
let
still
me,
got this triangle one kind of in your face.
Let me try to hide on the other side of this machinery, also on the other side of the portal.
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah. I'm trying. Okay, yeah. I was just remembering this guy got destroyed. So yeah.
Yeah, right there. That's great.
Okay. All right. So, Nira, you're next. You still have your call lightning going.
Right. So I have a question. If I use the cape, does it break concentration?
I would say no. But let's see. Let me double check your call lightning spell.
Its concentration lasts for 10 minutes.
Yeah, but whether or not it needs to use your action to make it.
Yeah, it does. But my concern was that, I can move now.
Right.
And then on my next turn.
So the call lightning spell will remain in effect, but on the turn in which you use the cape, you will not be able to make the lightning strike.
Right. I got that.
Okay, but yes.
All right, so I am going to bamf to where I saw that other guy that I destroyed.
All right, so you take this little bright red half cape and you swirl it around yourself, and to all appearances, you disappear in a puff of sulfur-smelling smoke. And then what, up here?
Yeah.
Poof! You appear at the top of the pillar.
Right, so I see the machinery and stuff now, right?
Yes. So yes, you also see the and make an intelligence check or make Arcana check.
Ready? Arcana is intelligence +2, so that is a 15.
Okay, you definitely get the sense just from the way that the portal fissure looks different and the machinery, the way it seems to be framing this different portal, you are pretty sure that this is a machine designed to hold the fissure open into a stable portal.
Got it.
And you also catch just a glimpse through the portal of it's a sight that's a little bit hard to reconcile because it seems like you're looking into like across ground where in the sky there are enormous gears like the size of planets turning in the sky.
This job just gets weirder and weirder.
All right, so that is your turn.
Yep.
All right, Archie.
Okay, so another mechanic question. Misty Step is a bonus action, and it says it's instantaneous.
Mm-hmm.
So if I were to poof, would they get a parting attack?
I think no, because that's part of why it's that's part of what it's good for. I think
that's what I thought.
It allows you to. Yeah, so I would say they do not get opportunity attacks for Misty Step. At least in my app, it doesn't include any language to the contrary. But I feel like that's one of its primary uses is for escaping that kind of situation. So I will rule for now that it does not provoke opportunity attacks. I may look it up in retcon, or not retcon, but may rule differently in the future if I find something to the contrary. But for now, You want to poof up to here? Poof.
Yes, please.
All right.
Y'all realize that I've got lightning going on, and I am probably going to strike something up here, right? I'm just putting that out there so you're all aware of what's going on.
All right. So you see
Lightning,
this
fire,
now,
it's
too.
always something.
So are you doing anything else? Because I think that was a bonus action, right?
Yeah, that's my bonus action.
Okay.
So let's see. Everybody's in the way.
You still got this guy who
But I don't think I can attack
yeah,
him.
never mind. Yeah, well you could get around to him if you wanted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will head around.
I mean,
to him.
especially even if it's just for movement speed, you could kind of just even go all the way around
Right.
like this way.
Yeah.
Because don't think of these yellow things as like entirely solid.
Oh, okay.
It's more just kind of like there's a lot of complex bits and bobs that kind of take up that general space.
Gotcha.
So you can kind of duck around
Cool.
it if you want to get around to
Yeah.
here.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yep.
and you want to take on that thing?
And I will unleash Ginsu warrior style.
Haha.
So my 2 attacks.
I just like that Chooch and Starla are always surprised when Mugen and Amethyst are off scampering. So it's like every time where Mugen goes, I go. That's my little bud. Sorry. Sorry. I know you like the fire and the lightning, but you know.
And I appreciate it.
So I rolled a 20 and a 17.
Okay.
For 2
Yeah,
attacks.
both of those are hits. So go ahead and roll the damage for the first one.
15 points.
Okay, try to. Okay. You tear this thing a new one. It is barely standing. It is just you see like one of its arms, comes off and it's got a huge gash in it, but it's barely holding itself together from the first attack. So
And
the
then
second
12
attack.
points.
Yeah, and so that thing just as you basically slice it in half, and then both halves just go poof, and it just disintegrates again into the little glittery powder.
Cool. And in my hastened state,
Uh-huh.
I could do another attack
Yeah.
if I could switch out to my crossbow.
Yeah. This one
I'd
is
like to
is currently
attack the-
hovering at your level.
Yeah. Thwack him with crossbow bolts.
All right.
Which would be 19
Yep, that hits.
and does 9 points damage.
Poof. That one's gone too. All right. You guys are doing a relatively good job of clearing out the top so far. All right.
Yeah, we're screwed.
Alaric, your Heroes of Legend buddies have kind of left you.
I was just thinking, kind of looking around. All right, where did you all go?
Andrew, kind of like, I'm still here.
Quickly, I'll turn the warp deck backwards and backhand the one that's in front of me. Hopefully,
Okay, this one, yeah.
that is a 21 to hit
That hits.
for 12 damage.
Nice.
Okay, and that is actually enough that this one just disintegrates to poosh.
Okay, and
Individually, these things are not too strong.
I guess I get the hard road to take, so I'll just push forward
All right.
5 because I've only got a movement at 25,
4, 5,
Just
yep.
turn into a monkey. Climb it.
and I'll use my bonus action to dodge.
All right. Okay, and Andrea is going to fire her arrows at that flying one there. Let's see. Andrea. So she rolls a 22 and a 19, both hit, and does 16 points of damage with both of those hits. And it takes significant damage, but it's still kind of hovering. You can see both arrows are kind of sticking into it, and looking like it's having to put a little more effort, but it's still up. Let's see, where's that? There we go.
I was really hoping that wasn't going to be still up.
Okay, and so now it is their turn again. This guy comes up to you and says, "Unauthorized personnel are not allowed on the pinnacle."
Then authorize me already.
So make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, crap, that part. All right.
Yeah.
20, not natural.
Okay. Good. And it's going to try to stab you.
I say nay.
Well, let's see what you say.
Ow.
Gets a 12,
Nay.
17,
Ow.
14.
Nay.
Okay, so only the 17 hits. The middle one hits, but it only does 2 piercing damage.
Okay. Still alive.
All right. This one.
Oh, that
kind
was
of-
with disadvantage, right?
No. So let me roll one more time to see if it be the yeah. So yeah, I did one more roll to be the other half of that hit roll.
Mhm.
And it was a 22, which was higher. So so yeah, the one hit still counts, but thank you for reminding me.
It's the only thing I got going for me.
This one is clearly now in an archer's duel with Andri. So it kind of swoops in first, though, and it says, unauthorized personnel are not allowed on the pinnacle. It's the law. And she makes a charisma saving throw. And she's doing fine. And it also fires 4 arrows at her. 10, 7, 8, 13. Boy, it did some crappy rolls there. Yeah, all 4 of those arrows miss her. She's just ducking and weaving her little halfling heart out. Okay. This guy flits down here. He floats down and flies towards you and says, unauthorized personnel are not allowed on the pinnacle. It's the law. Please make another charisma saving throw.
17.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are doing pretty good on those rolls.
Yeah.
All right.
I was blessed. This makes a big difference.
That's true. It's true. It is making a difference for you guys, definitely. Okay. And he also tries to stab you.
Dodge.
And so at disadvantage, 16 and 19. So what about 16? Is that hit you? Oh, you muted yourself, Mark. You're muted, Mark. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, sorry. I clicked it twice, I guess.
Sure.
16 hits.
Hits. Okay. But it's just a little sticker, and well, I guess it does 4 piercing damage with its little sword there. All right. And then this guy up here, another one of these little flying cube shaped ones, floats over here and says, unauthorized personnel are not allowed on the pinnacle. It's the law. So please make another charisma saving throw.
Is that me again? Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think this is a bad idea. 18.
18. All right. You're still doing good. And it's unleashing another volley of these little arrows at you. But you're still dodging. So let's see. 7 and what would have been a critical. So that misses. 21 and 14. Is 14 hit?
That misses.
Okay. Critical miss. And 15.
15 misses.
Okay. Yeah. All 4 of these things miss. Good for you. All right. This guy is kind of starts heading in your direction, but he doesn't really get close enough to do anything.
Let me guess. I'm not authorized.
Yeah, this one starts climbing the stairs. Okay. This one is also, basically this one floats up and says, "Unauthorized personnel are not allowed on the pinnacle. It's the
Of
law."
course it does.
And so I need all 4 of you here on the top to make the charisma saving throw.
So I
Wow.
got a +3, so 22.
And those of you, all of you are within 10 feet of Archie, so you get like another 3, unless you already included that. So Nira's 22.
Mhm.
All right, Chooch.
Counting.
Okay.
3.
19 for me.
Okay. All right. Hey,
12.
Mugen.
I only got a 12 that time.
One more saving throw from you, Mugen. Whoa. How are you doing? Are you hanging in there, Jared? Oh, you're muted.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right. What was your? Did you make your saving throw? One more of these charisma saving throws, but with your +3 for being close to Archie.
Sure. Who's saying this to me?
This guy just floated up to here and said it to all of you.
Oh, to all of us. But I'm not paying attention.
All right.
That is that's a 22.
Okay. All right. And it's going to try to stab you, Nira, with its little dagger sword.
All right.
Make it to 14. Which I think
That
is-
does not hit.
Blink.
So only if it hits, right? Then I can use my Wrath of the Storm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. This unauthorized personnel are not allowed on the pinnacle. Violations
That
will
one
be
already
punished.
moved.
Did it? This one? Okay,
Yeah.
you're right. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you for keeping me honest there. This one is floating in closer. This one is too. So both of them. Violations will be punished. Violations will be punished. Make another 2 charisma saving throws, everybody.
So 18.
Yeah, because I moved 2 of them at once.
18 and 18.
All right.
Ooh, natural 20 and 3 and I don't know. Yeah, 23.
Okay.
Oh, wait, am I supposed to be adding another 3 because Archie's here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 26 then for me.
Yep.
So 24 and then
Okay.
22.
All right. Yeah. So
Mine were both in the 20s. Crazy.
you guys are bananas with your saving throws, man. I mean, you're getting the bonuses, but you're also rolling high.
Rolling. I know.
All right. You guys did well with your saving throws last week in the wind too. But I suppose that's fair.
It's almost
So,
suspicious.
Archie, one of these guys is firing his arrows at you.
All right.
It's an 18, a 20, a 22, and a 7. So the 22
So-
hits.
Yeah, my armor class, I'm holding the crossbow, so my armor class is only 20.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so 2 of those hit then.
Yep.
Okay, you get, that's a total of 14 piercing damage.
Okay. I might as well on the first one that hit me unleash my hellish rebuke.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, you might as well.
So
Sure.
it takes 3d10 fire damage.
All right, go ahead and roll that.
Ugh.
13 points.
Okay. Yeah, as this thing attempts to, or rather, as it fires its arrows at you, you reach out, tapping into the spirit of vengeance within you, and curl your fist, and you're find yourself in touch with your own tiefling bloodline as you do this, but fire flickers around this thing, and it takes 13 points of fire damage, and it looks a little singed. I should say it's definitely burned. It's damaged, so I don't want to misapply there. So and now the other one is firing its arrows at you, Amethyst, in your ape form. So what's your AC as an ape? Do you have it up?
It is.
I can pull it up too. But
Sorry, I had it up. It is 12.
Okay. It rolls a 10, a 21, a 19, and a 17. So 3 of those hit. The first one, 6. 6
Are there
points.
any disadvantages to attack on that because she's blessed?
No, because
No?
it's not her roll. So as an ape, you have 19 hit points. So take away 6 from one arrow, 8 from another arrow. That's 14 total. And then another 6. So basically, you pop back to your human form and take 1 leftover hit point damage.
Gotcha.
All right. And then through the portal, you hear, "Violations will be punished. It's the law." And a big one comes through the portal. And you're all making another
Oh my God.
charisma saving throw. And let me show you briefly on the camera what this one looks like. First of all, this one is 10 feet tall.
Oh my God.
And it's this weird sort of central body with 5 weird little faces around it like flower petals.
Mm.
Cool. Oh, it's cute.
No.
That's all nasty starfish demon.
Yeah.
So I got a 25 on that roll.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Um,
Oh, another charisma roll?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
20.
duh.
23.
Okay.
20.
All right. And did you say yours, Amethyst?
I'm mathing. 25.
Okay. Boy.
Yeah, 25.
All right. All right.
It's crazy. I know. I keep looking at it like,
You're
that
good.
can't be
You're
right.
using strategy with Bless and Aura of Protection.
Yeah.
So, okay, it's fine. That's how
I
it's
leveled
supposed
a
to
10
work.
that time.
That my guys are not going to do what they do. All right. It's fine, though, because it does its own things.
I think our next
So
fight's
there.
going to be much harder.
Well, I keep thinking. See, at the same time, though, I had designed these. You could have gone in either direction first, right? So,
Mhm.
Mhm. Oh, yeah. That would have been a different fight without Bless.
trying to find. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So what this one does is it starts emitting gas all around it. It's not in a circle though. It's making a cone and it's spraying it in this direction. So it's going to get you, Mugen, and you, Nira. And you each need to make a Constitution saving throw. But the Bless and the Aura of Protection both still apply.
So how much is that bonus with the bless and the aura protection?
So 3 for the Aura of Protection, and then you roll a d4 to get the additional
All right.
for the Bless.
So 17.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Is that so? I'm not rolling. I'm just getting the aura of protection. So that's 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So not 17.
13.
Okay. Yeah. You both
19. Yeah.
you guys feel as you breathe some of this gas, you sort of get the feeling that it would make your muscles start to feel a little bit rigid at first, but you're able to shake it off and not breathe too much of it as the gas dissipates around you. All right. And this guy floats in a little closer, but doesn't attack anybody yet. All right. So we're back up at the top. Amethyst, you are now back in your human form.
So I
Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
She loves me. You can tell. Are the ones that are around Alaric flying or grounded, or what are they?
This one is flying and this one is flying. These two are both on the ground.
Well, okay. Forget that. I'm going to cast Hold Person on that thing in the middle. Wait, it's not humanoid.
person. Yeah, hold person won't work. Sorry.
Okay.
Get out of the way.
Shut up. I can't hear you.
Please get out of the way.
Shut up. I'm trying to think. You're slowing me down. I'm going to oh screw it. I'm gonna hit it with oh, it sprayed us with poison, didn't it? God,
Yeah.
I'm just not. I was all ready to jump down there and help Alaric, but this thing is big.
No.
If only someone were encouraging me in one direction or another.
Get out of the way.
Are you going to
So-
close this thing already? Wait, what is that thing?
If I'm going
Go that
down,
thing.
can I? What's my trap? What's my speed for getting back down to Alaric?
Well, I mean, you could
Jump.
you could jump down. It would be a 10-foot jump to get to here, and then another 10-foot jump to get down to there. I would let you make both of those jumps and get there, but I would make you make an athletics check to see if you land safely.
I say let's go for it. I have no idea. Oh, I've got a -1 on athletics, but let's go for it.
All right. So first you jump down here, make an athletics check for the first jump.
Oh, 1.
One.
Oh wait, do I get his bless or anything? That doesn't impact any of this.
Yeah, you get a bless, but even if you roll the a
Yeah,
4,
it's-
it would be a 5.
nothing.
You manage to get down to here, but you basically fall on your face.
But are my toes pointed? That's all my ballet instructor would want to know.
Yeah, you basically face plant, but then your ankles go. Whoop. You point your toes. You only take you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
but you're now prone, and I'm going to say that's the end of your movement.
Okay, but I landed like a goddamn lady. Let it be known.
Planking.
A goddamn lady who is into planking. Yes.
Yes, I love planking. Abs, man. It's all about the abs.
Okay, so I'm going to say that's your turn then.
Fun.
Okay, Mugen,
Mhm.
you're up. There's a big old thing that came through.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get my grappling gun around one of its head legs and kind of yank it off balance.
Okay. Make a ranged attack, which is your dexterity and your proficiency, which is a +3. So that's going to be.
+8.
Is that right? Your dexterity is.
Oh no, that's a saving throw. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So that's
You're,
+6.
Yeah.
So that's 21.
Okay. Yeah. That hits the hook sinks in and manages to catch around one of its weird little metal flesh ridges on its little head thing. So yeah, you've grappled one of these things, one of these face things. What are you doing now?
I'm just hitting the draw back button, so it kind of yanks it off balance.
This thing is 10 feet tall, so it's going to yank you towards it.
Is it though? It doesn't look very sturdy. It looks kind of rickety.
Yeah, but it's still like 8 times your size.
No, it's not. I'm 4 feet tall.
But it's bulky
That's not
too.
8 times my size.
Okay.
I think
it's
you
not-
have a misunderstanding of how big Mugen is.
You
Or
have a
a
misunderstanding
of how big 10 feet tall is. Either
this
way.
is a height volume issue. When I say it's 8
Mm.
times your size, I'm talking about volume, not
all right,
mass,
no,
not
that's
height.
cool. I'm gonna wedge the gun into the machinery here, and then just hit the button.
There you go. There you go. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Yeah. That pulls this thing prone, and you see that part of this machine, it kind of sparks a little bit, and you see the portal flicker. And this thing is knocked over on its side.
Aces.
Okay. All right. Who's next? Nira.
Yes. Okay. Calling the lightning. And, so if I hit it in that square that's over 1,
What?
The,
What?
it's
What?
no, over one, away from me, one more. From where
Okay,
you are.
like here.
Like there, yes.
Okay.
So if
Well,
I
you're
hit
hoping
it
to
there,
get this thing and this thing.
yes.
Is that-
But would it also hit that machinery?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to call the lightning, and I want to use Channel Divinity Destructive Wrath.
There you go.
So that
Okay.
is 3d10.
All right. As you call this lightning, you whisper a prayer to Rashama, and you ask, "Make this one count." And the lightning, deafening this crash in this cavern. This thing is just disintegrated. The big one is going to be a disadvantage for its dexterity check because it is prone. Thanks. It's prone and it's technically still grappled. It's got one of its little face things grappled to the machinery right now. And yeah, it fails its dex save. And wow. Okay, so you see this this electricity courses into this thing and through the machinery, and you see just little bolts of electricity surging over the whole thing, and the portal seems to flare brighter for a moment and then dim for a moment and then kind of resume. So you can see that the machinery is still operating, and then as the lightning clears, this thing is still moving, but looks like stiff and scorched, and you can still see little sparks of electricity zipping off of like its points on it.
Yes.
It is.
I
Favorite
drop if I
spell.
could.
I was going to help you out, but then this big guy came through and pulled the focus a
Oh,
little bit.
I like this. This is good.
All right. So did you want to move or anything?
Well, if I move, doesn't that guy get an attack of opportunity?
He does, yeah.
Okay, then I'm good. I'm not too terribly worried about him, so I'm good.
His little dagger.
Yeah.
All right. Archie.
RG will first channel his divinity
Yeah.
to declare a vow of enmity
Yeah. On what? On
And,
the big one?
on the big guy. So yeah, vow of enmity attack roll advantage on the one enemy.
Yeah, you point. You wait. All five faces. You're one
All
thing, right?
this.
So all of you. Yeah, that whole thing you got going on.
Prepare for vengeance.
Yes.
And then switching out back to my shield and sword and
Okay.
hack away.
All right, and it's at advantage because it's still prone.
Ooh, nat 20.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you that, this as soon as you slice into this thing, it was already so wrecked from the lightning into a lot of glittery powder this time.
Nice.
Yeah, so your
Then,
first attack disintegrates the thing.
And I'd like to twirl around and attack the flying guy next to me.
Okay. Yeah,
If
so
he's
that
in
one's
range.
not the attack's not at advantage, but yes,
Right.
you can make it.
But that is 17.
Okay, yeah, 17 hits.
4, 6, 7, 13 points of damage.
Yep, and this is the one that you had burned previously.
Mm-hmm.
So this sword slash is enough to finish it off. Poof. All right.
And I have movement.
Mhm.
So I think I would move to the one on top of Mira.
Yeah. Oh.
And in my hastened state, release 2 more attacks.
All right.
Oh, wow, it's a critical fail.
Mm.
2 critical fails.
2 critical fails
Yeah,
in a row.
in a row.
You
I
are
didn't do the
so
1d4,
desperate.
but
Okay. No, I still
No,
skipped.
crit's a
One
crit,
in a
man.
row. You miss wildly once, and it's this stupid little thing that's got this weird, stupid grin at you, and you're so desperate with the second one that by the time you swing again, you trip and you fall off the
Oh.
edge here, and you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, and you land on your face right next to Amethyst, who is also still on her face.
With my toes pointed, pinkies
Yeah.
out.
Is this
My
some sort of
toes
combat
are
maneuver
not
I'm not
pointed.
familiar with?
Yeah. And then this little thing looks down at you and says, "Violations will be punished against the law."
Too many concerts, all those stage dives.
And so I need Amethyst and Archie and Nira and Mugen to make another
29.
charisma saving throw. 29 cripes. Okay. I said cripes.
11.
11. Okay.
Yeah. My pinkies may not be out anymore.
You're back within 10 feet of me.
I only got a 13 on
Oh.
that one.
Yeah, well, that's kind of how I got that high.
Even with the bonuses and so on? Oh, bear in mind, too,
I don't.
that,
I'm not blessed.
yeah,
Is
you're-
he still near enough to me?
No.
So yeah, just 13.
Mugen and Nira don't get the bonus that time. It's 13. Okay, Nira, for the first time, you're starting to think, yeah, I mean, rules are important. I mean, sometimes. But Amethyst, you're starting to get kind of a sick feeling in your stomach here that, like, you guys, this is wrong. What you're doing here, you guys are rule breakers. Lawbreakers, even. This is not good. This is a bad idea. What are you guys doing here? This is bad. All right.
Sounds like me, even without that roll.
All right, Alaric, it's your turn. You are kind of surrounded at the moment.
So, okay. The one in front of me is on the ground. The other two are flying.
This one is flying. This one is flying. This one is on the ground. This one is on the ground behind it.
Oh, okay. Well, let me do all the things
Let
then.
me make sure yeah, there we go. This one, make sure that's showing on the map.
Oh, there's 4 of them. Okay.
1, 2, 3. And then this one is not technically in melee range, but it's behind this one.
Okay. Well, I'm going to make an attack at the one in front of me, first of all.
Okay.
Yes, that's the order. And that is a lot. 27?
That hits.
29, sorry.
Okay, that still hits.
For 8 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you slice into this thing, but it just turns one of its better faces back towards you.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to do second wind.
Okay.
So I'll regain, where is it? 11 hit points. Ooh, that
Okay.
feels good.
What are you at now?
39.
39. Okay.
And since they're still there, I'm going to use my action surge.
Mhm.
And I'm going to attack. I'm going to attack him again.
Okay.
Yeah. Dice. Ah, crap. Oh, wait, that's a 9. That is 17 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, that hits too. That also hits.
For 8 points of damage.
All right. Poof. That one disintegrates into dust.
I'll move 1 step forward,
All right.
and I'll once again use my bonus to dodge.
Okay. Great. And then Andri is going to once again start to fire fire her short bow at this one that she's been kind of dueling with. And let's see. +6. Those are both hits. Yeah, and so she takes this one out. And then she starts to hurry to catch up. 3, 4, 5. All right. Everyone make a perception check. Everyone is muted right now except you.
Ah,
I was
5.
looking up stats for critters.
21.
I'm a little busy with 11.
Yeah. All right.
Does this have the bless added to it?
Yes.
Yes.
16.
All right. Nira, you are probably the first to notice this, but you recall that down on the main floor of this big room, there were hundreds of these things.
Oh,
And as you
no.
kind of look around, they've stopped doing what they're doing, and they're all starting to swarm towards the pillar. And a lot of them can fly. So you can see that a lot more of these things are starting to get close to the pillar.
Do the thing, whatever the thing is. Do it, please. Is there a thing to do?
So
We have a thing to do, right?
Fight.
I mean, this wasn't the thing.
So many.
all right. Yep. So that you noticed that start to happen, but in the meantime, this one is coming up on you, Nira, and it says, "Violations will be punished. It's the law." So once again, Amethyst, Archie, Nira, and Mugen need you to make a charisma saving throw.
21.
All right.
10.
Kind of want to kick this guy because I don't want to waste my
15.
lightning.
I'm rolling so lousy on these charisma rolls.
Yeah. Amethyst, you realize you've been on the wrong side here.
Mm.
Great.
Yeah, you may have been traveling with these guys for a while, but they're lawbreakers.
What's up, man?
You can't let them keep doing this. This is not okay. You need to stop them. All right. In the meantime, this one is trying to stab you, Nira.
Of course he is.
He rolls a 12.
That does
Not
not
very
hit.
good. This one manages to make his way back up the stairs. It says, "Violations will be punished. It's the law." This one's just for Mugen and Nira.
So 20.
Okay.
I love the Spay ancestry thing. This is so great.
All right. One more from you, Jerry. Oops. Off camera. Muted. We can't see you. Oh
Is she
no.
sleeping? She's sleeping? Are you sleeping? Are you
know.
sleeping?
That might represent a fail. I don't know.
Mugen falls asleep. Okay. Well,
She was just
Um,
awake. I mean, I just saw her talking.
okay. Yeah. Hopefully she's just busy with something. She'll
You
be
could roll for
back,
her just
back shortly. Yes. I'm going to go ahead and I'll just make the roll for Mugen. So 14 plus was not blessed, so that's just a 14. All right. Okay. And then this one is trying to stab you with its javelins, Nira. It gets a 16,
hits. But
13, and a 15. But so the 16 is the only one that hits, and it's going to do only 2 piercing damage. But
Wrath of the Storm.
okay.
I don't remember what that is because I don't have it up. Hold on, I will find it. We'll make this happen. Okay. Go back.
I think you can choose lightning or thunder damage.
Okay.
And I would advise one in particular right now. Just
2d8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
It gets to make a dexterity saving throw.
Well, I didn't hit for much. It's only 3.
Okay. Yeah. So it makes a dexterity saving throw and it rolls a 16. but here's what's going to be a little bit fun for you, and this is going to be one of the rare occasions where I'll offer some tactical advice here. If it would only take half the damage, so that would only be one lightning or thunder damage. But your new level 6 thing is that when you do lightning damage, you can push the enemy.
Oh, that's right. Forgot about that. That's the Thunderbolt Strike. I'm not sure that I want to use it though. I only have one more Channel Divinity left. Because those all the Channel Divinity, like it covers all of them, right? For the how many I can do before a short rest. Uh-oh. Everything froze.
Uh-oh.
Wait.
I
Oh,
can
wait,
hear
I heard
you.
Chooch. Where's Christiana?
Yeah, did Christiana drop?
Christiana
Oh
paused.
no.
Oh man. Do we vamp or is the show gonna end?
Jared's still
Yeah.
moving, so
Jared's still moving? Okay.
Did she fall into the portal?
The Fisher got her. Darn that Fisher monster.
all right,
can
let's start
see the-
smashing
Oh,
this.
the live feed. Her camera is dead on the live feed.
Ah.
Ah,
But it still appears to be going.
but we're live.
Hmm,
Do we sing?
Yeah.
Here we
She's
go.
back. She's back.
I'm not back. My power went out.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
Here, let me. I can. I'm literally on my phone here in the dark.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I don't know if you can even see me. I guess it's probably.
It's just
No.
totally yeah.
Just got here.
Some powerful lightning.
My other self just left, so
Well, good spell, Nira.
yeah.
Yeah, that was very impressive.
If power comes back in another minute or two, we can maybe keep going.
I can barely hear you. Christiana.
Oh, really? Oh, hang on. Let me see if I can.
So
Let's see.
Christiana is suffering a power outage and it's totally in the dark and we're trying to hear her a little better on her phone because it's
Let's
It's
see.
now gaming in the dark.
How's this? Do you hear me better?
Yeah,
Yes.
somewhat.
yeah, it's a little
Okay,
better.
Well, I've never had to try to do the Hangouts this way before, so.
Paulette says no DM. Time to do anything we want.
Let's,
Portal's closed.
You.
let's come back out. Wow, that was amazing. How do we ever survive all that?
Ah.
And we're so rich
It's
now.
using my
To
camera,
fly.
but I don't like. It doesn't seem like it's showing anything. Yeah. So
Dramatic.
Yeah.
here, let's see. I could try to switch on to my iPad instead of my.
We can see your eyebrows. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's enough. We know it's you. There you
I
are.
guess I'm trying to dark there so you can.
Proof of life.
It's turned into a spooky ghost story time.
Oh man.
So bless
okay.
plus whatever Starla was
What's funny
about.
is that it is actually apparently still continuing the
Yeah.
it's continuing the
Yeah.
live broadcast.
Yeah.
It seems to.
Um,
I don't
My
know how
power's
it's going to
not
stop,
back.
but
Guess as soon as we send
So I don't know. I figured if it was going to keep going for another minute or so.
Yeah, it's too. I'm not seeing anything yet on the
Hmm.
news or anything like reporting, like what's
Yeah,
going
I
on.
don't know. Well, you know what? Well, let's see. I hope it's not. Yeah, this is weird.
Is this 22 in the base? Is that what this is?
Okay, so I don't know how long this is going to be, but I think what we're going to have to just call this maybe is a dramatic story cliffhanger, and we'll have to pick it up next time.
next time on so many
Because
robots.
I don't know what else to do. 'cause I'm
Yes.
literally,
I've
I'm
fallen
literally
into another
in the
plane
dark.
of existence.
Welcome to the Underdark part of the conversation.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so yeah. I'm so sorry everyone. I think I'll have to, figure this out, and hopefully we'll we'll continue it next week. We'll have to leave it at a cliffhanger of you guys in the heat of battle, surrounded by Modrons as they creep up on you.
Dun dun dun.
And then everything goes black.
Fade to black.
Is
Roll
this the
credits.
end of the Heroes of Legend? Find out next week.
time on So Many Robots.
All right, yeah. So I guess we'll have to cut it there, but I think that's the plan nonetheless. So we'll be back next time for adventure on So Many Levels.
Levels.
Yay!
All right. I'm going to hang up here and see if I can figure out how to
How do we
stop the
stop this
broadcast
thing?
when I'm not on my computer.
Guess
Maybe if we
so.
all
we all
the
hang
call.
up, yeah.
Yeah,
Probably.
maybe.
It's very Blair Witch. We must exploit this somehow, though.
All right. Well, I'm hanging up on the call here, and I'm going to try to stop the broadcast. So
right. Okay.
let's see. All right.
Well, waiting for people to join the video card. Now that I have you all to my no. So long.